Hey guys. Okay, so I would like to offer this video in response to anyone who is a seeker, who is looking for information, and is coming across a lot of things that are disturbing. I watched a video yesterday on YouTube, and if you're anything like me, you're across the board, from UFOs to esoteric to government conspiracies to spiritual and everywhere in between. And however that seeking, we do come across things that are disturbing. And it leaves a lot of people feeling powerless and vulnerable because the information is so big and it's happening by these dark forces, these shadow governments, and the vibration that's left by watching these videos tends to be a lot of anxiety. So I want to offer a perspective in coping with listening to information that can be uncomfortable and still staying in your own personal empowerment. So here it goes. None of us, when we're really honest with ourselves, none of us really know how this whole thing works. At best, we have our own belief systems, and some people are going to be raised in a religious belief system, and nope, they're going to hold true to that, and that's what's right, and that's what makes sense, and that's what it is, and that's it. And there are going to be those who fall in the line of science, and nope, it's science because religion's dogma, and it's based on, you got to see it to believe it, you got to be able to recreate it in the lab, and if it doesn't adhere to that, then forget it. And then you have all the rest of us. But even that, whether you align with science or religion or ufology or whatever, it's just belief systems. And humans have an innate need to understand, to make things make sense. And so we grasp and we hold on to things that make sense to us. And sometimes we can get a little bit further than the paradigms we were raised with, but just enough that we're so comfortable. Because once you get too far out or too far down that rabbit hole, it messes with our heads too much. And so we kind of go back to what's comfortable for us at the time. That's fine. It's fine. But I just want to remind everybody that we really don't know what this is all about. When you entertain the idea that, what if everybody's right? What if the people who get abducted by aliens really do? And what if CERN really is doing what they say they're doing? And what if the Chem Trails are real? And what if there is a hollow earth? And what if the earth is flat? And what if, there is a second coming, or there is an ascension? Or what if there isn't an ascension? What if it's just a storyline fed to us to keep our chins up, to keep us moving along, to keep us hoping for better days because things suck? What if there isn't a hollow earth? What if the earth is round? There's so much what ifs. You could drive yourself crazy. What if Earth is organic and real and alive? And what if it's not? What if it's just part of a matrix? Physicists have found code at the very building blocks of matter, at the photon level. They found computer code, leaving them questioning, am I living in a matrix? Is this just a dream? Is this a dream within a dream? Is this like some kind of crazy lucid virtual reality dream? Or is this in fact real? And the code was just inserted to make us think that it's not real, like a test. What if there is an actual real Earth that is organic, and that this is the test planet? Let's see how well you take care of this little test, And if you can handle it, if you can become responsible creators, we'll let you into the real one. But otherwise, you're going to have to keep taking this test over here until you get it right. Who knows? And so as we go down this rabbit hole, as the alien conspiracies and the reptilians running the government and the CERN going to explode the universe and the Chem Trails are poisoning us all in the water and the fluoride and it leaves us feeling so disempowered that we get angry and we set that off into the collective. Let's just entertain the thought for a minute that what if this is a matrix? So what? What are you going to do about it? Nothing? You can't do shit about it. If we are here in a matrix, there is nothing you can do about it. So then really, it might not matter what you do. Hell, you could be as evil as you want and maybe it doesn't make a difference. Or maybe it does. How do you know? You don't. Which is why in the end, no matter what you hear, no matter what you see, in the end, all you can go off of is your mind. What matters to you? What compels you? You are not your body. You are not your brain. That's just the switchboard. You're the mind. You're the electromagnetic field of intelligence that works behind it all to have this experience here, whatever this is about. And in the end, you have to answer for what you did with your time here. Did you leave here feeling fulfilled? Or did you leave here still wanting? Are you under the illusion that you have lots of time here still to make a mark? I'm just 20. I got time. I'm just 40. I still got time. I'm 60. I still got time. The thing is that's an illusion. Because we don't know how much time we're here in this matrix or planet or whatever this is. We don't know. So the only guiding force you have is your mind and what is important to you, what matters to you most. And to put your point of focus on what matters to you most. It stands to reason, right? This is basic law of attraction. Just, we're talking grander scheme. Basic law of attraction is what you put your point of focus on is sent to you. You are the magnet and things are brought to you based on what you're focusing on. So if we are focusing on these corrupt times and this toxic government and this dying planet, then we're actually feeding those same belief systems. We're actually making that happen. Whereas instead you take the information and you say, okay, I don't like that. What I like is this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send love to that situation because somebody is experiencing that reality, possibly. Or that's a program in the matrix that needs to get corrected. Even if it doesn't affect you directly, you're still witnessing it, so why not try to do something about it? What if that's all this is really all about? It doesn't matter if you chop down the tree or you don't. What's in your heart when you chop it down? Do you not give a fuck about the living thing? Well, that might make a difference, right? But in the end, the tree doesn't matter because the tree is just part of a computer program. Maybe. I don't know. Guys, I'm walking just as blind as everybody else. We're all trying to do the best we can with what we got. And I just want to remind you that when you are feeling helpless and powerless and scared and anxious, to catch yourself, because those emotions you are sending out, because you are energy, and you will pull to you experiences that support that vibration. So, put yourself in check. Don't think for a second that you are powerless. You have got abilities that most likely you can't even dream of yet. Maybe it's not whether or not this planet is a matrix or not. Maybe it is. If it's not a matrix, how can I care for it? If it were real, what would I need to do? If this does matter, how should I act? what's important to me. Not, fuck it, doesn't matter anyway, who the hell knows what this is all about. Because no matter what, we are part of the same source that created us. So, don't fall victim to the information, or in some cases, deliberate misinformation of what's going on out there. We don't know what out there really is. What if all of that is just a game? In the 80s, I think it was the 80s, there was a movie that came out called War Games, where artificial intelligence started this war because a boy thought that it was just a game, and it turned out that it was, well, it turned out that it was a game, but nobody else knew that it was a game, right? So the Russians see that bombs are going to them from America, and the American government sees that Russia is going to retaliate because they're thinking that they're under attack. And there's this whole big, huge, hour-and-a-half long drama behind how to shut down the artificial intelligence, how to make the game stop. And in the end, it took the scientist who invented the game, him to persuade them, don't fire. It's just a game. And they braced themselves expecting these bombs to come in, and it never did. So what if all this stuff, the Chem Trails, what if it's a program? What if CERN is a program? What if the water being polluted is a program? And because we're believing that it's happening, we're actually making it happen. And in the end, it's all going to be okay. And if you only had one shot at this, what's your legacy? What are you contributing to? How would you be remembered on this planet or this matrix? For what you did, how you treated others, where was your heart? That's it. No matter how crazy big it seems out there, you always got to bring it back to you. What can you do in your little world? How can you take care of your little things? If we all just take care of our own little stuff, it would ripple out. The matrix could reset and help. Maybe that's what the Ascension event is. Maybe that's just a time's up, bing, new level, new game. Things get really, 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 really bad. Oh my God. And then bing, that's it. How do you know? So relax, have fun, laugh. Don't lose your power. Just keep your point of focus on what you want. And trust that if this is a matrix, you're just changing the program. And if this is an organic earth, you're helping to heal it. And it all matters. Because it's not what you do, it's the vibration of what you do it from. Alright, so this message resonates with you. Awesome. Feel free to like it and share it. If I resonate with you, cool. Feel free to check out my books, Calling All Dreamers and Make Your Miracle, available on Amazon.com. And in the meantime, guys, good luck on your journey. This is interesting times we're living in. Namaste.